Hello Hookloopers, welcome to my crochet channel. I'm Sarah. I am currently working on a big log cabin blanket project. So today I would like to show you how to create one of these lovely log cabin tiles or squares. Okay. So first of all, you need 5 different colors. That is to say, one main color that will be used for the central square and for the borders, plus 4 more colors that are going to form these log sections on the sides. So let's begin. So to create one of these tiles, we begin from the central square. Okay, so for the next square I have chosen a variation of these yellowish colors. So I begin my central square with this bright yellow, and I will chain, in this case, 21 stitches with my initial chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I will create my first row of 20 single crochets, beginning by inserting the hook in the second chain from the hook. The beauty of this project is that it is extremely simple. This was one of the first projects I worked on years ago when I first learned crocheting, because it's all made in single crochets. You just need to play with colors and how to change colors, of course, and that's it. But the result is really impressive. Okay, so here I am at the end of my first row of 20 stitches, 20 single crochets, and now I would just need to work further 19 rows in single crochet. So this means I just chain 1 and turn my work and continue crocheting in single crochets for a total of 20 rows. So 20 stitches and 20 rows in order to create a perfect square. So I will work this off camera. I will begin now. So this is my first single crochet, 2, and so on. As I said, I will work the rest of the rows in off camera, and then I will see you at the end of my 20th row. So here I am at the end of my 20th row. I have my perfect square in color yellow, bright yellow, and I will work the last stitches, the last single crochets of the row with you, so as to show you what happens afterwards. So I will leave my 20th single crochet open like this with 2 loops on the hook. So now I take my second color, which is this pale yellow here, and I will attach it here where I left my stitch open. Here is my tail. Okay, so I attach it here like this, leaving a longish tail. Okay, and I will complete my last single crochet of the row, attaching my pale yellow, my second color. Here I will tag a little, so watch out what I do. I will now need to turn my work like this, okay, so towards right, because I'm going to work on the left side, on this side of my central square, okay, so on this side. So I need to turn my work like this, and I'm going to work on this side. So since I have 20 rows, I will need to stitch 20 single crochets on the side. Okay. While I do so, I will work over my two tails here, because I always love to do so in order not to have to weave in too many tails at the end of my project. So what I do now is I chain one and I start my single crochets. So first stitch is here, this is one, I tag a little, and now I will add one stitch per row. So this is 2, 3, and as I do so, as you see, I am working over my two tails here. 4, 5, 6, oops, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now I will no longer work over my tails. I've reached almost the end of it. So what did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and that's my 20th stitch here in the corner. Okay, so most important, now I will cut off my tails here so as to get rid of them. Okay, so it's important that the stitches are evenly spaced out, also in length, that you insert your hook more or less on the same level and not, I don't know, further deep down or further up, so as to have a neat border here. Okay, so that's my second log section in the second color. Now I will chain one, turn my work, and I will work further 6 rows for a total of 7 rows on this side in this second color. Okay, so this means I'm going to work in single crochets further on this side very simply. until I've completed my section of 7 total rows in the second color. So I'll see you at the end of this second section. So here I am at the end of my second log section, the one in pale yellow. So I'm at the end of my 7th row of 20 stitches. And just like I've done before, I will leave the last stitch incomplete like this because I need to attach my third color, which in this case is this cream yellow, which is almost an off-white. Just like before, I'm going to attach it here, leaving a tail over which I'm going to work right now. So I will attach it here and complete my last single crochet of the row. And once again, if this is the front of my work right now, I will bend it, turn it towards right, and I will work on this side now, okay, of my work. This means I'm going to make 7 single crochets here on the pale yellow section because I had 7 rows, plus 20 single crochets here on the bottom side of my initial central square. Okay, so this is what I do. I chain 1 and start working my first 7 single crochets here on the side. Once again, try to space out the stitches evenly, also in height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now I will work my remaining 20 stitches until the end here. So I will have a total of 27 stitches on this side. Okay, so now I'm cutting off my tails again. And get rid of my second color. So, and just like before, I will chain 1 and I take with me the initial tail because I want to get rid of it too and not have to weave it in later on. So this work is perfect for not having loose ends to weave in afterwards. So chain 1, I turn my work, and once again I'm going to work my 27 stitches, my 27 single crochets for a total of 7 rows again on this side, and I will create my third log section on this side. So I will see you at the end of that. Okay, so at the end of my third log section in color cream, I will add my 4th color. Just like before, I will simply leave my last single crochet incomplete, and then I will take this light beige color and add it here. Leaving my longish tail like this. Okay. And once again, I will turn my work so that I'm working on its left side, always going left. Well, you turn right, but you work on the left of your work, on the left sides. Okay, so now I'm going to work again on this side. So I will need to crochet 7 single crochets here on the cream side, as many stitches as the number of rows I have, so 7, plus once again 20 stitches here for a total of 27. Just like before. And at the same time I'm weaving over my tails, my tail ends, my yarn ends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and so on. $19 and $20 here in the corner. So I'll cut off my yarn ends here and get rid of my third color. And once again, you know already, I will chain 1, turn, and work a total of 7 rows of 27 single crochets in color beige here, creating my 4th log section. So I'll see you at the end of this section too. So I'm at the end of my beige section, the 4th one. And now I'm going to add my 5th color. So I left my last single crochet incomplete with 2 loops on the hook, and I'm going to attach my 5th color, as I said, which is this variegated lovely shade in some yellow, purple, white and beige. So I'm going to attach it here, and once again I'm going to work on the left side, which is the remaining open side of my first central square. So this time I'm going to work, well, I'll attach my yarn first here. I'm going to work on this side, so 7 single crochet on the beige side here, on my 7 rows of beige, then 20 single crochets on the top side of my initial central square, plus 7 single crochets here on the pale yellow, which was my second section. Okay, for a total of 34 stitches. And as I do so, as always, I'm working over the yarn ends of my yarns. So 1 single crochet here, 2, Okay, so this is the result. Now I'm going to cut off my yarn ends here and get rid of my beige color. Now I chain one, turn, and I will work a total of 7 rows in my 5th color, this variegated color, and create my 5th log section. So I'll see you at the end of that. So I'm at the end of the 7th row of my last log section, the 5th in the variegated color of my log cabin square. And here once again I'm leaving my last single crochet of the row open unfinished because I'm going to attach my very first yarn, the bright yellow I used for the central square. In order to make a border, I will work 2 rounds of single crochet all around my square. So I attach it here. Once again, I'm going to work over my yarn ends. So I attach it here. I'm going to work just like I did before, a single crochet per row. So here I make a chain and I start working my 7 single crochets on the side here. Once again, I'm working on the side that I find, which is the left one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I will work the single crochets as I find them here on my pale yellow side. So I will work all the way until here so that I can show you how I work at the corners. And the 7th single crochet of this section here. So here I am at the corner, since I will not chain 1 and turn my work this time, but I need to proceed working around my log cabin square. I will make 2 chains here and another single crochet in the same corner stitch where I worked my last one of this side. Okay, so as to create this square corner here. Okay, and this is how I'm going to work each corner. So now I'm going to proceed working in single crochet all along this side, and at the corner here I will work 2 single crochets spaced out by a chain 2, and the same I will do until the end, where I will see you again where I reach the end of my round. So here I am at the end of my round. So this is the last single crochet. Now I've reached my chain 2 space, my last stitch here. So I will work 1 last single crochet in the same stitch and chain 2, and I will slip stitch into the beginning single crochet. Okay, so now I have chosen to make a second round of single crochets all around. So I will chain 1 and start and keep on working on this side in single crochets all around. So I will show you how to work at corners again. Okay, so now I'm approaching the first corner. Here is my chain 2 space of previous round below. And inside this chain 2 space I will work a single crochet, 2 chains again, and another single crochet inside the chain 2 space. And then I will proceed working my round in single crochet and work each corner as I've showed you. So this is the main log cabin square. Now in my next tutorial I'm going to show you how to attach it to the main piece if you're making a blanket just like I am right now, because I have come up with a super easy and super flat method to join as you go. I really love this project. I know I always say it, but it's true. I mean, in spite of it being only in single crochets, this is a project that never bores me because you get to play with colors. Also, it's highly personalizable because you can make it as big or as small as you want it. You can also choose not to make a square in the middle, but maybe a rectangle. The only important thing to note is that you always need to crochet an odd number of rows for the log sections here. Okay. Also, it is totally reversible. Okay, it looks good on both sides. And as I've shown you, it's a project that allows you to weave in ends as you work, inside your work, and also allows you to join the motifs as you go. So totally beginner friendly also, because it's all in single crochet. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.